The universe bends in silence. Time dances in the dark. And light, well, light doesn't always travel straight. It curves like destiny. One man revealed this. But he wasn't a prophet or a king. He was a quiet boy, misunderstood, mocked, and destined for forever. Albert Einstein was born on March 14th, 1879, in Ulm, Germany. A child with no cry, an oversized head, and a silence that lingered far too long. His mother worried. "He looks like a freak," she whispered. At 2.5, still no words. When he finally spoke, he repeated everything twice. One night, as soup steamed at dinner, he declared, "The soup is too hot." Relieved, they asked, "Why didn't you speak before?" He said, "Because up to now, everything was in order. School was a cage. Teachers mistook his silence for stupidity. They said he would fail. They called him slow, disobedient. But Albert wasn't asleep. He was awake in a world that refused to look deeper. At 6, he found peace in a violin. At 9, he read Kant. By 12, Euclid's geometry blew his mind open. He didn't memorize. He understood, and understanding was dangerous. At 15, unable to bear the regimentation of Munich schools, Einstein left. He walked away from structure, from authority, from what others called education. He chose Zurich, a university where ideas flowed, where walls weren't built around thoughts. In Zurich, Einstein met Mileva Maric, a brilliant, fierce Serbian woman. They spoke the same language: mathematics, physics, rebellion. They weren't just in love. They were partners in thought. He wrote, "How happy I shall be when we complete our work on relativity." By 21, Einstein was a graduate and unemployed. He took up a modest job at the Swiss Patent Office. But his desk drawer was no ordinary drawer. He called it the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. By day, he filed ideas. By night, he changed the world. 1905, Einstein published 4 papers that shattered classical physics. 1. Photoelectric effect. Light as packets, not waves. 2. Brownian motion. Proof atoms exist. 3. Special relativity. Time and space are not absolute. 4. E equals mc squared. Mass is energy. Suddenly, the universe wasn't what we thought. It was more. So much more. Fame arrived. But so did heartbreak. Mileva and Albert grew distant. Their dreams diverged. The love that once sparked equations flickered. They separated, quietly, as the world began to say his name loudly. In 1919, during a total solar eclipse, his general theory of relativity was proven right. Starlight bent around the sun, just as he predicted. Overnight, Albert Einstein became a global icon. He received the Nobel for the photoelectric effect. He didn't mind. He had already bent time. When the Nazis rose to power, Einstein, a Jew, a pacifist, fled to America. But in 1939, something terrible made him act. He wrote to President Roosevelt, warning that Nazi Germany might build a bomb. A single weapon could destroy a city. He was devastated. His science had been used for death. Einstein spent the rest of his life fighting not for formulas, but for peace. He called for nuclear disarmament. He dreamed of a unified world government. He fought segregation in America. He stood with the oppressed. He wasn't just a scientist. He became a moral compass. On April 18th, 1955, Albert Einstein passed away. His brain was removed, studied, but they never found what made him who he was. Because genius isn't in neurons. It's in courage, in curiosity, in the refusal to accept limits. Albert Einstein didn't just change physics. He changed how we see time, space, ourselves. He reminded us that the universe isn't cold equations, it's wonder. Imagination is more important than knowledge.